Hello. We are gonna continue speaking and knowing, learning how to make the bad thoughts get away from our minds. How can I do that? How can I say to my bad thoughts, go away? How can I close that door? That happens through the knowledge. Remember, we saw the other videos, in the previous videos, that the faith comes by hearing, and hearing the Word of God. But you also know that by watching the videos, you can have some knowledge. But of course, nothing is like reading the Bible. Because reading the Bible, you will see, okay, now I see what Pricila was saying. Now I get it. I'm just explaining how to live this life. And then I ask you, do you know we who are Christians, do you know we all have an enemy? Yeah, we do. But this enemy is the God's enemy too, who is the devil. So we don't have to worry about him. We have to be firm. We have to be in faith. And then God is going to fight our fights, not us. What we have to do is just reject. We have to reject all the bad thoughts. When something comes to our mind, when a certain thought comes to my mind, and that's something negative, that's something which we know it is not correct, but maybe according to some circumstance, I tend to agree with that. I tend to keep that in mind. But as much as I know the Word of God, I'm gonna be able to close this door. To close this door of the bad thoughts, of the wrong thoughts. And then I also can identify which are the wrong ones. Because maybe you think that when you have the reason, you're right. But no. According to the Word of God, who makes our justice? It is not us. It is God. So even if I think sometime it is the right time for me to have my justice, I have to wait and be sensitive to the Holy Spirit to see if that's the right time for me to open my mouth or act somehow. Okay? The Word of God says that that's the only strategy the devil has is to put thoughts in our minds. But we have to reject. That's the only thing we have to do. We have to, if we read the Bible, we can identify what thoughts are not ours, what thoughts are devils. And then we close that door. We reject. We say no. Maybe I want to do that. Unfortunately, sometimes we want to do bad things because when we are led by our flesh and not by our spirit, by the Spirit of God, we want things, wrong things. But this is something which the enemy is trying to convince you to do. But we can think, but okay, goodbye that thought, bye-bye, and I'll never see you again. He can do that repeatedly in your mind, and then repeatedly you're gonna refuse it. Okay, we're gonna refuse it, and you're gonna be happy because you are obeying the Lord. And through this obedience, you get what you want. Do you know that God knows what you want? Even if you don't pray about it, if you don't speak about it, He knows. Everything you have to do, it is to obey the Lord. And it is simple. I'm gonna teach you, okay, as much as I can. I invite you to subscribe my YouTube channel, which is Pricila, just with C, Pricila with C, Ahava, Ahava in YouTube. And there I have many other videos which will help you to have a life in miracles, not a natural life, a life which is perfect. Okay? Goodbye and see you next time.